It's always so hard to close after Evelyn, but thank you all so much for coming out tonight. As you know, this is September 10th, Worldwide Suicide Prevention Awareness Day. But it doesn't just end with today. This is something, a message that we need to take with us each and every day moving forward. And so, there's been so many stories that were shared tonight that just remind us that importance to hold on for hope, but also provide that hope to others. Be that merchant of hope. That's one of the sayings for one of the educational programs that we run, Question, Persuade, Refer, Suicide Prevention Training, which is an evidence-based course. And I just want to end with one more quick story about that course in particular. So this course teaches you 3 simple steps that anybody can use to help save a life. To ask the question, to persuade by giving them that listening ear, and to know those different resources that are out there in the community. We offer these courses every single month at no cost so that people can learn how to just have a little more confidence with these conversations. And in June, we had offered a course, and the individuals were very grateful for having it, but didn't know quite how it would pertain to their lives. And just a couple of weeks after that course, we received a text message from an individual who had recently gone through it. They were driving down a road where there was a bridge, and on the bridge there was a young person who was standing looking over onto a highway. They decided to stop that day to ask that question. They noticed that something seemed different, that something didn't seem quite right, and they had the confidence to act. In asking the question, they learned that that young person had intended on jumping and taking their life. And they stayed with that person, lending that listening ear and being there for them, helping them to get to a safe space and making a connection to those resources, calling 911 and having the police and a police social worker come out on site so that that individual could get help. What that person did that day was be that merchant of hope. They recognized that something just seemed off. They had the confidence to act, and they made that connection. Throughout all of the speakers that tonight, we heard how important connection is. Connection to ourselves and knowing and identifying our own needs, and connection to the people around us. And that's really what suicide prevention is. It's being able to be there for someone, doing those small acts of kindness, being willing to be vulnerable ourselves and courageous in asking those tough questions, and then really being there for someone. We don't need to know all of the answers. We don't need to know all of the steps to get somebody that help. We just need to be willing to be there with them, to sit with them, even if it's in silence, because that's what builds that connection. That's what demonstrates that empathy. And so thank you so much for being here today, because this is about connection. This is about community and reminding us all that we are not alone on our journey, and that there are a world of people out there that we can lean on and be next to, and that will listen to us non-judgmentally and walk with us until we're ready to regain that hope ourselves. So thank you again for coming. Please remember there are resources here around the room. Grab them. If you have any questions or anything, please see myself or CCR is still out there as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, darling. Would it be speaking words of wisdom? Let it be.